This is factually the best knife deal that you can get, and we have been saying this for years. It's not even a discussion. It's a Dulo knife, a custom knife maker which makes knives in super steel. At our request, this is a knife at our request in Vanadis 4E. It's indestructible. It is a master lever build. Between $180 and $300 these knives cost. You cannot get any better than that for the price. Custom handmade. Martin, it's spring.
Yeah.
The spring has arrived.
Yeah. And this knife has a convex.
Oh my god, the knife has a true convex. This is a birch tree. There's something very magical which happens at spring. I am gonna harvest some liquid gold from this tree. Something that some people say cures cancer. And I'm a very cancerous guy, so this might be the last video that you see of me.
And other people, they wash their hair with it, but it's a healthy drink.
The sap stream has begun and we're gonna milk this tree, actually, because I love myself some milk. So let's see if there's actually a sap stream going on. And look at that.
Yeah.
It is going on. Oh.
And this is actually not killing the tree.
Nope, not today. Martin and I, as teens, we used to drink this. That's how cool we were. So that's why all the girls wanted us. Like, you were the guy drinking the bird sap? Oh my god.
We were actually harvesting this every year.
Yeah. I gotta make some kind of a tap and see if I can tap the water of this tree. So my plan is not to carve something very complicated. This is called the elder tree. And its twigs are already hollow. Martin actually used to troll me when I was young. He said that this was called monkey bread.
Yeah.
And
because you could chew on the inside.
Yeah, so as an idiot, always at school, I was collecting this wood and just as an idiot eating the inside of this wood and telling people that I was eating monkey bread. And Martin was obviously laughing because he made it up. But
and you were a monkey.
Yeah, and eventually he started to believe in his own lie as well. So he was also eating the monkey bread. This is so much control that I'm feeling for a knife this size. I mean, it is a humongous knife. This
it's
knife
like
is,
the A1.
Yeah, and it is way bigger than, for instance, a Bark River Bravo 1. It's got kind of the same grind, but the amount of control you have with a knife like this, I mean, I can still make little carvings.
Whoa, that is only from
just lying here.
Yeah.
And I mean, Raymir's now put a whole cloth over it to get rid of that forest debris, but today we're just accepting the forest debris.
Yeah,
Let me just take a little sip.
There goes the harvest.
Forest debris. Now the name of the game is that we do not harm the tree. So that's very important. We actually did, but I watched the episode of Raymir's, and he said that a lot of people in ancient times, a lot of tribes, they actually relied on this water in the spring because it contains so much energy.
Native Americans, they would cook this down and make candy from it.
Yep. Oh, hey.
This video is sponsored by Titainer.
Meet their brand new Titainer Heron Titanium EDC knife.
A design with lines tighter than my wallet after a knife show. Titanium CNC precision in the palm of your hands. Perfectly centered blade, incredibly smooth opening, stylish yet minimalistic details. Something that I really like is the removable thumb studs, which is really nice for when you're sharpening. It actually comes really sharp. And there is no branding on the knife whatsoever, pure minimalist goodness.
Check out the Titainer Heron with the link in the description. So while the bird sap is dripping, let's find out how good this knife actually is, and it's really good. This video is gonna be pure enthusiasm because this knife is just so great. I see it crack, by the way, and I'm just gonna pry it open.
This knife does not have the thickest tip, I will give you that.
I know, but I don't care. I was being really enthusiastic about a knife that can basically do it all.
Jesus.
It can do it all. I mean, look at that. We've seen it do very refined tasks, and we are now seeing that it can also do hard use tasks, like chopping this piece of wood.
Boom.
Oh, and I'm actually a little bit nervous for that edge because it is so thin.
But it is a convex, and it is vented for extra. Oh, that's hard. That's hard chopping.
It is hard, and I have to say, yeah, of course, this knife is not designed as a chopping knife, but it is big enough to be able to use as a chopping knife. It has become part of its function. And yeah, you do notice that it is not designed as a chopping knife because the handle kind of wants to slip out of your hands. So yeah, that's what it is, but we wanted the knife like this because this is just a beautiful design. You can use a lanyard to fix that.
Whoa, DBK strop from the DBK shop.
Yeah, then, with the DBK compound on it as well. Oh my god, just give it a few strops.
Oh my god.
Oh my, actually, probably because of the stropping, it is better than it started off with. So, 0% dullage from this. And just to see how it feather sticks, because it can chop pretty well. I mean, for a knife this size, just if you don't consider the fact that it wants to slip out of your hand, I'm just gonna give it like, what is it, a 7.5, 8 for chopping for a knife this size?
Oh, that's crazy.
That is really, really good.
This should also be amazing.
Oh, yep. Oh, that is like butter. That is like butter. This is an actual knife that it represents. A big knife can do everything a small knife can.
Actually kind of performs in a way the Valknieven A1 does, but then with a super steel.
Yeah, and I have to say, because of this edge, this angle and the precision, it performs a little bit better than the Valknieven.
Yeah, it's a little bit thick.
Yeah, it's more refined.
A little bit less thick, I mean.
I would rather have the Valknieven in like a stressful situation or just for hard use. But this, I mean, look at this, look at this. Do I want to cut through the whole damn piece of wood?
Oh my god! What?
Look at that.
That is insane.
Do we normally see that with knives? That is crazy. Look at this. Look at that.
Oh my god.
We've made videos about this brand being like a knife on steroids, and that's still what it feels like. I mean, what other knife can do this? What other knife can do this?
That is just mental.
Huh?
That is mental.
Look at that.
Look at that.
I mean, let's be frank, yeah?
I'm Frank.
This knife, the carving capabilities for this size, I cannot really know if you can have anything better.
Mikkie is a jack of all trades and ace of all spades.
New saying. Can I give this knife for carving lower than a 10? I have to give it like maybe out of principle, maybe a 9.5 or a 9?
For its size.
For its size, carving. This is the best carving knife for this size that I have ever seen. Also, I don't know, because the grind is so close to your finger, so you have so much control still. It's a 9 out of 10 for carving for this size. It competes, it carves way better than 90% of small knives out there. It is insane. Oh wow, and if the camera focuses, then I would have an amazing shot. This was the last thing I expected to see on this knife. It's stupid!
It's stupid! This is an exotic species that doesn't belong here in the Netherlands.
Yeah. Oh my god.
This is... This is 18 leuku style. There's one knife that we've seen this before, and that is an 18 leuku. And that is a specialized Scandinavian grind for being very slicey.
This is insane.
Look at it.
But I think the magic is that the steel is so good that you can give it such a crisp, thin edge and still being sturdy. That Fenris 4E is insane.
It's easy.
Ja,
it doesn't hurt my hand. The knife batons like a beast.
En dit stuk?
Jesus Christ. Dat is niet te doen, man.
Yeah, but birch is very easy. Well, this is an impossible piece to baton. This is not something that you would baton with anything.
This is my knife. I was happy with it.
Yeah, but you are gonna do it.
What are you asking of me?
Yep. Okay.
And we unveiled a nice piece of fat wood.
He actually did it. You bloody maniac.
You made me. I hate you.
But what a stupid idea.
Look,
I mean,
again.
if a man says jump off a bridge, do you do it?
Look what you made me do. This is what I cut off. Look how gnarly that is.
Yeah, it looks pretty insane.
This is a DBK XXL fire steel that you can buy in our shop, and you can buy a 3D printed handle that I printed myself. That's nice, isn't it?
Oh! Oh gosh darn it, that is amazing.
Like, is there anything that this knife is not good at? Like, up to this point, this knife has only received like 8s and 9s.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, for fire steel scraping, that is again like an 8.5, 9.
That is pretty amazing. Guys, just a very quick message. No sponsor, but I'll be representing this channel at the Dutch Knife Exhibition on the 11th of April. You can buy a ton of knives there and it's organized by a friend of ours, so I wanted to just give a quick shout out. Hope to see you there and have a quick chat and show you some DBK good stuff. Okay, so I'm very curious to see how much we've gathered. And oh my god, that is a lot of water. I mean, just imagine you being in the wild this time of year and within just a few hours or so.
I think this is like 1.5, 2 hours.
And you can just gather this up.
Mikkie,
I'm going to taste it, Mark. I'm going to taste it.
This would keep you alive.
It tastes like water.
Can I taste it?
It is actually, but yeah, this one I remember. To describe the taste, it is actually just, obviously it is so watery. But it has just this faint, yeah, kind of like if you would dilute nature itself. Ray Mears
like a green
says
taste.
That it tastes like spring itself. But it's water, fresh water.
The tree needs a lot of minerals to grow. And those minerals are inside this water. It's actually really healthy. It is fresh. But it is water, but it feels like it's a little bit thicker than water, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm walking in the air. The villagers go by.
And I know this is controversial because some people say that, but you shouldn't plug it. And some people say you should absolutely plug it. So we're going to plug it. And if it seems that it is really not good for the tree, we can always take the plug out.
Yeah. DBK unplugged.
Thank you, tree. Thank you.
Kiss it. Mikkie, I think there are like 2 legendary makers on this channel. It's Dulo, it's Malanica. They seem to come back every time.
I can remember back in the day when we found out, we just saw YouTube videos from him and he had knives with amazing specs, with all the super steels that we could think of. And then his prices were like, what? What are these prices?
Yeah.
You wonder why, what's the caveat?
Yeah.
Of this all, because it is so good. The caveat is that you have to participate with our giveaway to win very good knives. Very good knives.
Mikkie, hit it!
This month we're giving away a Velknieven NL5 in COS thanks to DBK and the Velknieven F1 LMAX thanks to DBK. The brand new Apocalypse Prime thanks to TRC. A handmade custom Bushcraft by Scrawny Lumberjack Knives and a limited edition Cold Steel SRK thanks to Blade HQ. I'm not even done. A Benchmade Mini Narrows thanks to Benchmade and a Rake F181 thanks to Knives and Tools and Rake. And a PMP Boss folder thanks to Tools for Gents. Alright.
This knife is, I have to say, it scores really high with this finish. I'm gonna give it like maybe an 8 out of 10 perfection.
You pay the price for a factory knife, but you get a custom knife that you can ask Dulo like, I want this, I want that, and he will put in a knife. He has a lot of knife steel choices that you can choose.
Yeah.
Like this one is Venice for extra. He used LMAX. He used bloody Rex 121 for us. And I think even that knife was only slightly above 300.
It is like one of the only knives I know on the channel that can do fine tasks so well and still do hard tasks as well. But if you feel how thin this edge feels, it feels like, no, but it's impossible to keep.
Yeah, but
it held up. It did everything we wanted and more.
Why we have not said the name of this knife is because I don't know the name, because I just asked him to make this knife.
So what did you do? You just said like, can you make me this knife, this length, this handle?
I wanted like a Velknieven A1 size knife with a convex. I wanted the fenders for extra, and I wanted a handle like that he does on the first DBK model. I just told them those details, and then from there he just made this. It could be that if you order a knife now, it might take half a year or a year. I don't know how long its waiting times are, but it's a custom knife maker. When you order, you have to, stand in line.
Over the years, he's become pretty popular, but he hasn't raised his prices to like an unimaginable.
No, it's a really honorable man.
The videos like this are passion videos. They're also gifts to us that we have a knife that we are so enthusiastic about.
Like back in the days, we only used to do like these kind of knives, like knives that we ordered ourselves because we wanted them.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Hope you liked this video, and see you every Thursday 1 p.m. PDT.
Yeah, one more question.
What then?
Why are you gay?
No.
Ja, dat moet eruit.
Nee, maar moet dat er echt uit? Dat vraag ik me dus af.
Ja, ik weet het niet.